actually kind of saved me from being stomped more than 33 times. He really showed that he cared, you know? He's just so intense.
Didn't know he had it in him.
Sure you didn't.
Tee-hee.
Took the Arcanum banned the hardest since, the only real reason he's banned is because he happened to be so tightly wrapped in with me.
At least he wasn't as low as when he and I were dating. I was the first person he'd met who actually knew about blanks and stuff. Beggars can't be choosers.
It's your fault I'm not allowed to watch Hokuto no Ken anymore.
Oh, is that my
You
fault?
two were living together, you couldn't sleep without your shock blasting and looping your ear holes for the full 10 hours.
Oh, so he was shock after all.
Is traumatized. You have left me a broken boy that I have to fix.
I was kicked out. I haven't conducted any research because I no longer have the Arcanum's funds to conduct them with.
You got no bloody oversight. You should be happy.
This is exactly why we never worked out.
Oi!
Between your obliviousness, your obsessions, the Fist of the North Star music looping all night. Shut up! Look, I can't take any more of you right now.
Hey, wait. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, just...
Grimaling, I would encourage you to stay in your seat and rest.
Dad, which is the caliber the Biggins use again?
7.62, son. They're in the 200 cartridge cans. Those ones. There, beneath that seat.
Okay. Hey, door? Pardon the, interruption, but you see where,
He's on the upper deck. But I really must insist you get some rest.
I appreciate it, but I kind of have something to say to him. Something's on my mind about things between us.
He has more than enough things on his mind as it stands.
Look, we just...
It's bad enough that all this happened under his watch, but to Marcus as well.
I know. It's gotten me real out of sorts too. Look, I promise not to make things worse for him, all right? We've just got some things to talk through.
If you really must.
Thanks, Dor.
Grimaling,
Yeah?
I'll be holding you to that.
Right.
Go on then.
Hey, knock knock. I guess.
Grimal? Honestly, I don't think I can stand speaking about whatever it is you want to talk about. Please, go back down below and do literally anything else.
No, it's... I'm... kinda useless down below if I'm fixing up the ammo and stuff. Ribs keep sliding around in there like a half-assed mincemeat. I came up here to... well... give you someone to talk it through with.
You came up here to listen for once? That's rich.
It's the truth, okay? There's no doubt you got a lot going on in your head, and I want to help.
Alright, fine. I'm doing pretty shit right now, and I know it. But you? You really should be resting.
Well, with everyone preparing, nobody's come up to check on you, I'll wager.
Sir D would call it bathing in the null space. I appreciate the check-in.
Of course. Though, admittedly, I do want to talk with you about... well... Us?
Making one hell of a time to be talking about us. Goodness gracious.
No,
There's
it's...
another Grimaling Smith classic of being doggedly insistent about making sure she's okay first before reading the room? The thing she's always done?
No, it's not.
Marcus gets abducted by a monster that can flood my mind with primal terror, and that's your cue to come and bother me about the serial drama that is our fucked relationship. Son of a... That was a shitty thing to say. There's a lot going on right now, Grimal, and... No, you got punched through a wall. I can't be doing that to you. I'm sorry.
Mate, it's been a fucking night, so I get it. I'm sorry too. This is a shit time to bring it up, but it's just... That thing could have given me a nice wet vivisection. And the last bit of talking we did was...
An argument. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll have to excuse me if I have some difficulty accepting that a brush with death is what's spurring you to try and patch things up with me.
I never said that was all I came up here to talk to you about. Cut me a break, alright? I'm not here to make it about me. I'm worried about you.
I'm worried about Marcus. We should be thinking about what we can do to rescue him, not patching things up between us. Honestly, you should have stayed. You're in no shape to be coming along.
That's my decision. I need to do what I can, and I know you would have done the same.
Fair, I guess. Doesn't make me any less worried.
But if it's Marcus you want to think about, why don't we put our heads together and do some of that thinking then?
From what we've talked about with Sir D, the werewolves would have been unlikely to take him hostage unless they were gunning for something.
Like what?
We've gone over some information already, and we've had some trouble piecing together important specifics.
Well, what you got overall?
Nothing immediately relevant, other than details of the whereabouts of this werewolf cairn. Even then, it's unhelpfully vague.
No, like special details on how to take them on, how many of them we're fighting, what they're even doing this for?
No, unfortunately, it's listed a load of groups that operate out of England as a whole, but no real information on hunting them.
So, what are we doing going out here then?
Whatever we can, I think. The Society of St. Leopold was the only group that opted to remain in the operation
It's
after...
alright, I heard about it from D.
It's so bloody stupid.
Did you learn anything from looking around in the Arcanum?
Aside from Lord Fatigue repeatedly saying penis?
What?
Never mind. The records we consulted had a few components to them that gave us... something? Nothing new, really. If you know the whole bit about werewolves being weak to silver, then that's all we've got.
Well, hang on. That stupid movie trope is true.
I know, right? The thing I've learned as a hunter is that a lot of pop culture seems to be remarkably close to reality. Or rather, the hidden reality of things.
So vampires really don't like garlic?
Well, no, that...
And the Bomir fish is responsible for all those net cuttings!
No, Grimal,
Do I gotta start leaving out bedbug powder for Krampus again?
Grimaling. Only part of those things are correct, hence the close to reality part of what I said.
But how are we supposed to know which parts are true and which ones are bunk? Only reason you're telling me silver works on werewolves is because you found out from D and your research.
And only because it happens to be relevant at this time. It doesn't fix the underlying problem, which is that what we're facing is potentially an entire pack of giant man-wolves who have powers that I can only scarcely begin to guess at.
And with D, he's only gonna tell you what's relevant, yeah?
Yes. It isn't doing wonders for me trying to mull over the possibilities, and I don't know what rules they're playing by.
These Leopold guys, though, they're proper hunters. Okay, proper is in, like, they're a full-on government organisation. Not that you...
It's alright, Grimal. I got what you meant.
Sorry, love. Point being, they got tactics, they got weapons, they got strategy. The kind of stuff that D yammers on about, yeah?
Yes. To whatever extent I can assume to be the case. I'm not privy to exactly what they bring to the table beyond weapons and expertise.
But they're working with us to get Mark back. Can't be all bad then, with a big proper group like that at our backs, yeah?
You're right about that. I'd rather have the help than not. It's just hard to gauge what'll be done by these zealots.
They let you in on their plans?
Not me, no. I'm not the maker of strategies for this. My own knowledge is middling at best.
So, it's D and the Catholic boys.
I don't even think Sir D's having much influence on them. Our discussions after the meeting with the Coalition were terse.
So, in short, we haven't really got anything to plan around.
I suppose not. Guess we may as well then.
May as well what?
Keep on with regards to you and me, like you wanted to discuss.
Huh? But... I thought you wanted to...
Grin, things right now aren't in a state where I can just sit here and fume about issues I have no control over. If I have to talk, which frankly you're right about, I may as well make headway on something.
Oh, Kitten, I...
Don't.
Right, sorry.
I thought about it while we were talking, and if I'd gone through what you went through and got turned away like how I've been doing to you, I'd feel pretty terrible. So, yes, I want to discuss it with you.
Thanks, mate. You mind giving me something to work with? Ow. It's a little fogged, what with the, rampage brain and the cracked ribs.
Well, remember the Suffolk Anime Con rave?
Oh! Yeah! Of course I remember!
There we go. Just needed the spark, right?
You bumping into me while I was in me flow state on the floor and I clobbered you with the paddle. Oh, ow. And
the constant dodging and having to evade your nicotine-induced battle fury. Every errant blow striking some other poor rave goer.
Yeah, and the way that huge butch security guard yanked me by that well-long braid I had.
And me by my damn ears.
Yeah, thought I'd crack me arsebone on the concrete.
Suffolk grade arse-shattering curbs.
I did remember coming down off that adrenaline and ciggy high after that. Arse-related trauma and all. You were, awful patient with me. Despite me thumping you good with the paddle.
Well, what can I say other than I thought you were cute? Could have been head trauma.
Ouch, cat boy!
Of course, you immediately apologizing did wonders for my opinion for you at the time. Christ, you were just so distraught.
It was a rough time, and I did feel awful for nearly laying you out, because some other guy grabbed my ass.
The fact that you thought it was me is still really funny, considering I didn't even know you existed until the first swing connected. Couldn't even get our wallets back until the day after.
Yup. All I had was a £1 coin in me skirt pocket.
And I had 50p in my hoodie.
Up at Crabtree's chippy, drowning our sorrows in a greasy, shitty chip butty.
The gall of him to price a bap that bad at 80 pence.
Highway robbery. But, I mean, it was worth a lot more than 80 pence at the time.
Yeah. It was.
I mentioned I've been getting into Wigan kebabs lately.
The sandwich with a meat pie for a filling?
Carbs on carbs on carbs on carbs, mate.
I'm afraid my lifestyle can't make best use of such an energy-dense diet. Haven't eaten a chip sandwich adjacent thing since... well...
Seriously?
It's not what you think. I'm not doing it out of spite. It just hurts to recall it. I'd been associating you with them for so long that I couldn't really unassociate it.
You've got to get past that, mate. You're missing out on a bread-centric lifestyle that I've been enjoying for the past... month?
Easier said than done, Grim.
I mean, you did enjoy it, right? That wasn't like a... lie?
No, I did. That's part of why it hurts so bad.
We've had plenty of good memories, though, beyond that. Remember the day we had down by the river? When we went past Garrot Road?
I do remember that, but...
How those hooligans down that alley started cussing you out, threatening you and bellowing like caged animals. How instead of pissing you off, they pissed me off instead?
Yes,
How I heroically and valiantly stepped in to fight off all 5 of them. Granted, I got the shit beat out of me and you went to get help.
What? You didn't
That was a good night after, though. I remember you doting on me all night as I lay in the hospital bed. It sucked, but I wasn't a quitter.
Grimal!
Eh?
You're forgetting that I was asking you to just ignore them and move on.
But they would have followed us!
No! They hadn't moved from their grimy little alleyway once we got past them. You had decided you'd go back nearly half a block away and fight for my honor.
But no! I remember seeing them!
Grimal, we'd crossed the Novi Sad Friendship Bridge on the same street when you went back. Last I saw of you was your boots ducking down the alleyway as I screamed after you to stop. I ran after you to try and help, but there were 5 of them, and they were easily double our age. The broad-shouldered bastard had a fucking table, which he broke over your head. All I could do was flag down a police car down the road and plead with them for help. Then all I could do after that was call an ambulance after they'd floored you.
Why don't I remember it like that?
Let me jog your memory. We rode in the ambulance all the way to the community hospital and you were stuck with that stupid grin on your face, blood streaming out of your nose and mouth. It was one of the most harrowing experiences I've had in a long time. Not since it... All I could do was sit there and watch you in such a dire state. I was so bloody helpless, looking at my girlfriend beaten to a pulp and felt like garbage for being unable to help. And it was all your bloody fault on top of it.
How come you never told me how you felt about all this?
Because by the time you were back to good health, I'd made peace with it. You were so beat up that I couldn't bring myself to just lay into you for how you handled that. I didn't figure you'd be so willing to repeat that mistake in the future, and it didn't end up mattering after that point because...
We broke up.
Yeah...
And the only reason I never brought it up was because you just seemed so okay about it. I didn't think to bring it up. Guess me kind of, well, misremembering how that night turned out didn't help either.
Is that really how you remembered it?
Well, what I can remember anyway. Got knocked unconscious. Guess I just filled in the blanks however I felt worked best.
I remember it, unfortunately. It doesn't get any easier doting on people. Ones you've loved that are horribly injured. Christ, you saw Marcus.
Bloody mummies, boy, eh?
Shut up!
Tutankhamun, innit?
Shut up! I can't tell if I'm attracted to hopelessly overconfident people who get pummeled to a pulp, or if I just found you two attractive and you getting pulverized is just some higher power's idea of a joke.
It's a bit of a naff joke, innit?
Just a titch.
If it's any consolation, love, I ain't laughing at it either.
Who said I wasn't laughing at it? It is pretty funny.
Hey, didn't you just say you found it immensely traumatizing?
I mean, it's still funny in a cosmic way. I still happen to not want either of you beaten to death, Grim.
Such a bloody softie. That memory being what it is, though, makes me wonder how much of the trouble I've gotten into is my own damn fault. I mean, up until she went mad dog on us, so is badgering the werewolf. Figured she was that ghoul you guys were on about. Thought I was in the clear to kind of mess with her.
Hell of a coincidence, wasn't it?
I'm wondering, would we have gotten more time if I hadn't been so dead set on badgering her? Could we have gotten enough time for you and the rest to get there, deal with it proper?
Grimal, you know you're not at fault. Stop it.
But going back to it, like, doesn't me surviving all of that prove I'm strong? Like, I've been proving how much I can take before falling down. I've been surviving stuff like this all my life, you know? Just trying to keep on and enjoy myself how I want to. Like, remember when I'd rented out those copies of Trigun out of the library when you got your card revoked?
How does that... Wait. No. I remember.
Yeah, you do. Had to hold them for a day before you could get them. It was like smuggling bloody contraband just so you and me could read about Vash being a dipshit.
Yeah, I remember you hiding them at your place.
Felt like a real ninja.
For what it's worth, I'm still sorry. It can't have been easy.
Yeah. Dear old Dad. It's not quite the same, and I know that. But it's been a part of me for as long as I can recall, surviving to get to the next day, one step at a time. Picking fights has been one of the few ways I get to test myself. I mean, look at me, man. Who's gonna take this seriously if I can't prove I can take a punch or two? It's one of the best things I can offer in this line of work. Persistence and being damn hard to put down. What good a hunter doesn't have either. What?
Hearing all of this finally, I'm not really surprised. It's also just fucking sad, Grimal.
I don't do this to me, man. I'm opening up to you.
No,
and
look, that came out wrong. It's not me looking down on you.
Well, what do you mean then?
Look, Grib, look at me, okay? Your endurance, I have to be honest, it's something I marveled at for the longest time. Seeing what you have had to go through and keep on with is inspiring. It's one of the strongest things about you in this context. But there is a difference between being a survivor and being suicidally stubborn. Survival isn't just about taking the next hit and keeping on going. It's about knowing when to call it quits. Your present condition is something that worries me.
Yeah, mate, I'm afraid too. I'm not stupid. I can feel something shifting around in there and it hurts too. But I want to help where I can with this and save Marcus.
Is that really what you want to do?
What the hell does that mean?
From what you're saying so far, I'm not sure if you're doing this to save Marcus or to get on my good side.
Oi! Have you maybe considered that I'm worried about both of you? Marcus is one of my best friends, one of my only friends right now. It's not a fucking binary, mate. Do I only get to like one of the two of you? I want both of you to like me because fucking stupid as it may seem, I like both of you an awful lot. Even though you've had this hate for me since we broke up. And you know the screwed up thing about it? I've had to sit here and think about where it went wrong, and I thought at first it was your fault, 'cause fuck, that's what anyone does after a breakup.
It wasn't just you that thought
But
that.
I've had to come to the horrible realization that maybe you have had a good reason to hate me. That you were justified in hating my guts. And this trip down memory lane was a final pin in the board to make me realize that you did have a good reason to hate me for what I did to you. I don't hardly have anyone around me. Nothing that I can really call a friend anyway. I might want to preserve what I've got now and fix what I might have broken. That shit haunted me. That our relationship soured so much that you hated me. Fed up and pissed off for having to deal with my ass for so long. Not even that I threw the love we had in the trash, that you couldn't even look at me like I'm your friend. I was worried for so long that I couldn't get to know anyone just because of how much my dad hated me, him and Mum both, even though she just gave up and left. Then I met you, and you were maybe the first person I'd been able to connect with intimately. You've got no idea what it's like to have to think on that kind of bloody thing for years. But you're so bloody alone that all you've got to bond with people over is anime and manga and shit. Because you blew the one relationship you've had.
I know. Because you've told me. And I've never forgotten it. How the fuck could I? But you aren't alone. You've managed to carve out friendships with Elise, Harry, Marcus, and whoever else I may not even know. You've had those connections. You can't just pull the "you don't know what it's like" card because one relationship fell apart. You can't put all that on me. That's not fucking fair. The world's a big place. Even our little insular world is a big place. But there's a lot more like us out there. Always has been, always will be. No matter who says otherwise.
Yeah.
We're not going anywhere. Not while one of us is out there and needs us.
It still mattered to me. Worth more than anything. I don't want things between you and me to get worse.
I don't either, Grim. It's been a long time since, and I've had too much time to let it ferment in my head. I'm sorry for having put you through that. I really can only guess as to how much it hurt you.
For how all of this is even happening now. Me taking you for granted like I did. But then and now, it isn't all on you, mate. I'm sorry too.
Thank you, Grimal. I'm not ready to be friends with you again. Right now, it's not that easy. Not for me, anyway.
Yeah. I get that.
But we can try and start wiping the slate a bit. You were immature, self-centered, and oblivious, not to mention kind of an asshole, but that's who you were, not who you are. I was a dick for assuming you hadn't changed, because you definitely have.
Thanks, mate.
Sir D told me in the aftermath that you were one of the only ones trying to leap into the fray against her. That whole proving yourself thing has never been in question to me, and doing something so reckless, stupid, and brave only cements that. Even if it backfired horribly and you almost got crunched to death.
It's 'cause I'm built like Souther.
What, incorrectly?
Berg.
Ow, fuck. Fine. And listen, we're not friends right now, but I will admit that after this discussion, I'm more than happy to accept your help. You and I can discuss friendship again later, after we rescue Marcus. You know, my fiancé.
Oh, stop it! I'm not gunning for that role. And I want to save him too, remember? Because he's my best friend.
Uh-huh.
And if I can save my best friend and ensure him and his fiancée can be happy, well, that sounds good to me.
Thank you, Grimal.
Even if his fiancée happens to be my ex and a doughy UK boy besides.
Okay, getting a bit too jabby there. Let's shake hands before you make an ass of yourself and I regret it, hmm?
Sure thing.
Reminds me. Speaking of Kenshiro, you still got my details on your phone?
Course I do. That grudge was mostly on you, remember?
Just making sure. Guess in that case, I'll just have to keep an ear out for Tough Boy then, yeah?
You still have that old ripper got you? On your phone?
Well, yeah. I'd figured out I could remove you as a contact a while ago, but I still didn't really want to. Besides, it was, it's a good song. Grimal, please stop crying.
That's my catchphrase. Beast! Foul beast!
It's just hard to gauge what'll be done by these zealots. I mean, I'd rather have the help than not. It's just hard to gauge what'll be done by these zealots. RuPaul's Hunter the Reckoning. The winner crowned this year's Hunter. RuPaul the Dragoning. Your theme for this year's walkway is Skinned Werewolf.